seen. And Terry Gordy's determined. He said, you are no competition.
A return match with Terry Gordy right here in my hometown, Oklahoma City. Now, Terry Gordy, you come out here and you tell everybody how bad you're going to beat me up. Well, pal, I'm standing here right now, and I'll be standing in that ring here in a few minutes. And you can do all your talking in the locker room and tell all your buddies how bad you're going to kick my tail. But when you get in that squared circle, brother, you're going to find out how tough Dr. Death really is. Throw away all the wrestling. Throw away everything, pal, because it ain't going to be a wrestling match. It's going to be a right-down fight. And here, right here in Oklahoma. And when I hear these people start saying Dr. Death and screaming Dr. Death, you better look out, Terry Gordy, because I'm going to can you.
Coming up later on in the hour, ladies and gentlemen, a return match, one of the wildest battles ever seen in the Universal Wrestling Federation when Steve, Dr. Death Williams, battles Freebird Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
You know, it's more than a battle, man. It's gonna be a fight. You know, Dr. Death, he's cost me a lot. He's cost me a lot of money. He's cost me a lot of pain. And the main thing that he cost me, Mouth, he cost me the Universal Heavyweight title, and you know yourself, it's the biggest title in professional wrestling, ain't that right?
That's correct.
That's right. Okay, now, Dr. Death, you know it's me and you, boy. And I got some revenge out on you. I'm going to get you, Dr. Death, for all the pain that you cost me, for you making me lose my UWF title, and for you laying me up with this right here. But the main thing is that title, Dr. Death. Like I said before, and like I'll say again, there ain't you and there ain't nobody else gonna stand in my way.
Welcome back to examples of mismatch situation. One involving the fabulous Freebirds, the other involving Devastation Incorporated. Both these teams, along with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, are masters of the mismatch. And it's become a very hot subject here in the UWF. We're going to look at those two illustrations, and then Bruce Pritchard will be talking to the general.
Dr. Death, as it's going right now, is going to be introduced to a size 13 cowboy boot. Hello!
And it's legal because this is a bad street matchup. No disqualifications in this match. The fans aren't very excited about what's happening now.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't be excited about it either, especially if I was Dr. Death. But Jim Ross, like you said, it's a bad street match. They knew what they were in for when they signed it. That's like signing to play the Giants in the Meadowlands and having only 9 guys on your team against 11. Now, here, for some reason, I don't know why, as you know, we are not aligned with Devastation Incorporated. DiBiase has ticked them off by beating the one-man gang. Eli the Eliminator, Wild Bill Irwin are out there pounding on him. Hey, it's none of our business, so we don't stick our nose in anybody's business that we shouldn't. You know that.
But, yeah, well, right, I want to elaborate on that. But what you have here is, in essence, 4 on 2.
No. What you have is 3 separate teams out here fighting it out, and we're winning.
Well, it still looks like 4 on 2 to me, and there's 2 on 1.
Well,
you guys against Dr. Death.
Big PhD in arithmetic. Now, see, here comes all the guys. All their friends are going to come save them because they can't walk down bad street.
And you think they're probably getting double teamed or maybe triple teamed here?
Well, look, they're trying to. Look, count the odds. There's me and Bam Bam and Sunshine, Dr. Death, DiBiase, let's see, the Missing Link, the Dark Scuzzball, what's her name, Journey, and who else is out there? Jeff Rates. Yeah, see, unlimited number of odds, man.
Eli. Now, Irwin and Eli, and Chavo Guerrero, he's going to even up the odds with Ted DiBiase down at ringside with him. Chavo Guerrero scheduled to go against Eli here, and Ted DiBiase and Wild Bill Irwin. Irwin flailing that whip. And now Chavo Guerrero sends Eli into the corner, and Guerrero, you can bet that Guerrero and DiBiase are fired up. No more of this 2-on-1s and these mismatches that we've been encountering here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. It's time for the odds to get even and go man on man, and may the best man win. And we have got a Pier 6 brawl here, Bruce, on Power Pro Wrestling. Guerrero hammering away out here on the floor. Guerrero burying the fist, but now Eli biting away. DiBiase and Irwin are having a heck of a fight in the squared circle, and now they're coming outside the ring, and it's Irwin and Guerrero, and now DiBiase getting involved. This thing is getting completely out of hand. It started off this way, and like you said, I don't know if the match has even started, but if it has or it hasn't, we've got a fight here on Power Pro Wrestling.
Well, now we've got them all 4 back in the ring again, and they're going at it. You got Chavo Guerrero and Eli, and Ted DiBiase's got that whip of Wild Bill Irwin, and he's introduced him to the leather.
And the senior referee, Tommy Gilbert, comes to the ring. DiBiase not as proficient with that leather whip as Wild Bill is. Chavo Guerrero may have some skills in that. He obviously does. And we're waiting on the decision here.
Chavo Guerrero by disqualification.
Devastation.
Oklahoma here in attendance. As we have mentioned, the weather here recently, and I'm sure in many, many parts of the country, has not been ideal. It certainly isn't ideal here, but we've got a very enthusiastic crowd, and they're here to see Dr. Death battle the Bammer from Bad Street. And Gordy didn't want to break, and Dr. Death just pushed him away, and they're breaking down right here. And brother, if you want to fight, the doctor's got the prescription. Steve Williams with a dynamic clothesline on Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Now remember, Gordy's 6'3", maybe 6'4", but he's 297. He is a big man. And there's Sunshine, who's certainly not too pleased with what has transpired here thus far. But Terry Gordy has got a world-renowned reputation as one of the toughest men ever to step in the squared circle. Well, I'll tell you something, that man is from a different planet. He is from a whole different ball game. Steve Williams and Terry Gordy locking up. And now it's Dr. Death. He's been in the corner of this man before. You got to be careful and be very, very cautious. But Gordy, Doc had covered up above, but Gordy went downstairs with that knee. And now Gordy showing that he has that mean streak. Oh, yes, indeed, he does. Terry Gordy trying to set Williams for the suplex, but Dr. Death suplexes Terry Gordy. He's on top of the lateral press. And we got a 2 count. The crowd here, many of them chanting OU. And we've got some Oklahoma State fans here, but even when the Doc's in the ring, he commands that respect. He's earned it. The wrestling ring right here, he competed in the NCAA championships right here in this facility. He played football in Norman, Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, 30 miles down the road. So this match is a big match for Dr. Death, with many of his friends, former teammates here. And on national television against a man that he has said publicly is perhaps the toughest man he has ever been in the ring with. And I think that's a supreme compliment for Terry Gordy. Gordy now. Remember, Dr. Death had knee surgery just a few weeks ago. Gordy, that's great strategy. Gordy went to the knee. Dr. Death reacting to his knee being kicked. And then Gordy suplexed it. Gordy changing his pace, mixing his game plan up. It's rather interesting to see Gordy's game plan thus far, and it has been sound. Williams now with those stinging rights. The doctor right behind Gordy, and there's a suplex. Steve Dr. Death Williams right behind Terry Gordy, and up and down went Gordy off 297. Now the side headlock is firmly secured by the doctor, and Sunshine does not like what is transpiring, and Dr. Death does like what he hears. Up in the pile driver, but Williams reaches down with all he's got to power out. If Gordy would hit the power driver right there, I gotta think this would have been over. Doc with his, Dr. Death's got Gordy out, and he's got him in a power driver. Dr. Death with his tremendous conditioning and his fighting heart. Dr. Death with that lateral press. Referee taking a close look at both these men. This is such a physical contest. This is such a physical matchup. Anywhere they are, in tag team matches, in single matches, whatever it is, this is a supreme matchup between two big, tough, proud men, two superstars in this sport. And you're seeing it right here. This is the Universal Wrestling Federation. And Gordy and Williams now outside the ring. The referee is counting. Senior referee Tommy Gilbert in there. Both men back into the ring. Williams is still bleeding. And Gordy's back on the attack. He's a relentless man in this contest here on the Universal Wrestling Federation. Gordy busted open. Williams busted open in this contest. Dr. Death with a glazed look on his eye, and you don't see that too often as Gordy rips away at the face of Steve Dr. Death Williams. I was just about to say, it's been Gordy and Doc, no outside interference, nobody to bother anybody, but ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring is Buddy Jack Roberts and the Angel of Death. But Dr. Death, I don't know if he's even seen him. He's fighting for all he's worth. Right hands and left hands right into the face. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about out of time here. We're going to keep it here as long as we can. We'll bring you the conclusion of this match next week if we don't have time for it. Ted DiBiase and Terry Taylor have come to the ring. This is not going to be Freebird justice, and the fans love it. Let's keep it one-on-one, and may the best man win. Double clothesline by these two big men. We're inside 60 seconds. So many of the people here standing here in the Marion Center as Williams and Gordy have battled in and out of the ring. And Gordy going for the elbow, and Dr. Death moves. DiBiase and Taylor cheering on their friend. And we don't have a lot of time left. Remember, we will bring you the conclusion of this next week if we do not have the outcome decided, and we're inside 30 seconds. What a matchup. Williams now trying to cover. He is covering Gordy. Count of two, and Gordy kicks out. These two men have been lacerated. They pounded and pounded on each other.